Hello everyone, it's Alex once again, and today we're going to be talking about Monster Hunter. As anyone who doesn't know what Monster Hunter is, it is a game franchise by Capcom. And I know Capcom is not the greatest of companies, but this is the one of the few things that they have not screwed up. So, since this is something that they're doing that is good, I recommend that you support this because, trust me, it's good. I was a little hesitant on it, but man, trust me, it's good. Now, what is Monster Hunter? Well, Monster Hunter is obviously, well, if you don't know what it is not really a beat-em-up game, but it's more of a action RPG kind of hack and slash. Well, what you do is you basically go out and fight monsters, big ones, small ones. Basically, not basically, but along with that, either you can go out and go hunt monsters, whatever ones you want, depends if they're available or not, or you can go get quests from, I think it's the Quest Guild. I don't exactly remember what they call it, but in the story mode, you just talk to a woman and she'll give you, here's these quests, go do them. And that's how you basically play the game, or that's the main basis, go fight monsters. But you have multiple weapons you can choose from. Sorry, I cannot speak English today. I'm just having a bit of a derp moment here today. I took some NyQuil. I'm a little bit loopy. Anyway, you have multiple weapons you can choose from. A sword and shield, a long sword, great sword, bow gun, many things like that. I don't really want to go in gun lances and stuff. Dude, it's crazy. And just go out and kill things. It's a little hard to get used to if you haven't played the game before. Trust me, it was hard for me to get used to it because there isn't really a lock-on system and you will get thrashed everywhere. And you might be thinking, well, the game's too hard. Well, one, don't be a casual about it. Because this is one of the hardest franchises you'll probably play, maybe. Depends if you're an old school gamer, you might not have a problem with it, but if you're a newer gamer, grew up with the late PS2 era maybe, then it might be a little hard for you. But trust me, it was hard for me at first, but it didn't take long at all to get used to it. I'll share my experiences on why that was difficult. So, yeah, you could do multiplayer, you can do local multiplayer up to 4 people, and you can have online multiplayer. I remember the first Monster Hunter, I never played it, but I saw there was multiplayer, so. But yeah, the Monster Hunter I played first was Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Wii U. They had online multiplayer. I didn't really do it too much. I mostly just played with my friend Nate, who I got him addicted to Monster Hunter. And he wants Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, but he can't get it right now because reasons I'm not going to talk about. Anyway, let's see. Let me talk about its popularity in the West real quick before I talk about my experiences with it. My experiences will be at the end of the video. Now, the popularity of the series in the West is not, high, but it's not low. It's kind of it's in between medium and low. It's people probably have seen or heard about it a little bit. I didn't hear about it until the Wii U because, Wii U games, it's well, there's a Wii U game. Again, I'll tell you later how I got into it. So not many people know about it, and we haven't gotten all the Monster Hunter games, unfortunately, because now that I started playing these new ones, I wanted to go back and see what the other ones were like. I'm going to have to get Monster Hunter on the PS2 eventually, but who knows? Maybe Capcom should do a HD re-release of Monster Hunter 2 on the PlayStation 3 or something like that. That'd be pretty freaking cool. But, that would make sense. Anyway, they got Monster Hunter 1 and 2, and then they had some other ones in Japan that we didn't get. I think there's a couple PSP games we didn't get, but that shouldn't be a problem because you can import them. But I don't know if there's an English translation setting, how we can change to, English Japanese for those people who like to read Japanese. Anyway, sorry about that. My brain just crashed for a second there. But yeah, there's one, the PS3, that was an HD remake of, or HD port of one of the PSP games, which I played the PSP version on the PS Vita. And I'm a little pissed off about that, but what are you going to do? There's no English setting either, so whoop-de-doo. So yeah, we're missing a good chunk of Monster Hunter games. There is one that I want so bad, and that's Monster Hunter Frontier G. Now what that is, I kind of I actually looked online. I'm Monster Hunter Frontier G? What the? I saw it was on the Wii U. It's on almost every platform, but I'm like, well, maybe we'll get that. Who knows? So I look into it and what kind of game it is. It's like a online game, kind of. I want to call it an MMORPG. I haven't seen really any gameplay of it, but I've seen what it pretty much is, like the idea behind it. You know, it's on PC, it's on PS3, Xbox 360, although probably the Xbox 360 version probably isn't that popular because Japan doesn't like the Xbox. The Wii U, the PlayStation Vita now, so pretty much it's on almost everything, except the 3DS and stuff like that. I'm like, I want that. I want that. So maybe if Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate does well enough over here, you know, we might get it, but that's just me. So again, not very popular over here in North America nor in Europe. Mostly in the Asian countries it's pretty popular. Well, actually in Japan it's fucking crazy popular. I mean, holy shit, it's popular. Alright, now, what is the best way to get into the series? Well, from what ProJared said in his video, the best way, at least at the time, the best way to get into Monster Hunter was probably through Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, but right now, probably Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, because there's a bit more of an emphasis on the tutorial at the beginning. If you're a new hunter, you're going to want this. Make sure you read everything. It may be a pain to read it, but trust me, there's a lot of crazy shit that you have to understand. But once you understand it, then you're pretty much set from there. And yeah, that's where you would start with that. You know, play Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate or 3 Ultimate if you want to play on the console. But yeah, that's pretty much where you want to start. So, nothing too crazy there. Now, how did I get my friends into the series? Well, I didn't get many of my friends into the series, although I'm going to try to do a little harder than that. Only got 2 people into the series so far. My first friend, he came over here to my place for about a week or so, and I was playing Monster Hunter 3 on the Wii U, this version right here, and he saw and he's like, it looks alright, you know. And I said, well, I got Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the 3DS as well. You know, do you want to put this in your 3DS and we'll play it and stuff? He's like, oh yeah, alright. So we start playing it and stuff. He's using my 3DS. And next thing I know, he got so into it that he went out the same time he was there, got his own 3DS, and got his own copy of Monster Hunter 4. The thing was, he used my cartridge, and he put his character into the game, so I couldn't really take my cartridge. So he bought his own cartridge, gave me his cartridge, and I gave him my cartridge. Therefore, you know, I have a blank cartridge, and I'll explain why I want this blank later on. Next thing I know, by the time he leaves, he has over 50 hours into Monster Hunter, and I have over 380, so trust me, you're going to be putting a lot of hours into this if you love the series. And then I have another friend on Skype. He heard about Monster Hunter 4, you know, Majora's Mask and Monster Hunter 4 came out on the exact same day, along with their, you know, special editions of the new 3DS. And I told him about it. I said, why does no one have Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate? I didn't get Majora's Mask yet, but everyone else pretty much did. He's like, well, yeah, I saw it, you know, it doesn't really look I'm not really interested in it. It doesn't look, I just don't care, really. I said, alright. I sent him a review of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate to him from ProJared, and, next thing I know, dog's making a weird noise. Next thing I know, he says to me, I hate you. I'm like, why? Now I want the game, and no GameStop near me has it. I'm like, well, look at that. Someone else in the Monster Hunter, and it has online multiplayer, so. And that's pretty much how I got my friends so far into it. Hopefully, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate will, make it more popular over here in the West. That'd be nice. Europe and North America, whatever. Anyway, let me tell you about my experiences. I hope I don't go on too long about this, but Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate was my first Monster Hunter game. Now, obviously I have the Wii U, and my most played console so far, ironically, compared to other consoles I have, because it has not that many games that are appealing to me, ironically. But, anyway, I heard, I was going to get Rayman Legends, and that got delayed till September 2013, And in March, Monster Hunter 4 or 3 Ultimate on the Wii U and 3DS was coming out. So you know what? I just changed that pre-order from Rayman Legends to Monster Hunter 4 or Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I got 4 on my mind because that's what I've been playing so far. Anyway, so before that I got that, I decided, hey, I'll try the demo out. Now there is a big problem with the demo for Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. They throw you into the game, you can choose what class you have, and they have a preset armor, thing. So I go, okay. So they throw you into the game, and you can choose like 2 locations, I believe. It's been so long since I played the demo. And they don't tell you how to play. I'm just like, okay, how do I freaking play this? I know how to move. Can I target things? Can I, dodge, roll, attack? I figured it out, but when I first played, I'm like, I didn't really care about it. I'm like, it's alright, I guess. So when I actually got the game, it told me how to fucking play the game. And it didn't take long. I think it took about a good month of playing it to understand almost everything about it. But now you can look up guides on YouTube. Pro Jared has something that you can watch that's the basics of Monster Hunter, understanding how it works, special armor and all these stat things you can put on it, and it's crazy. So there's a good thing for that. That's how I got into Monster Hunter. And now I put too many hours into the game, so I gotta do the same for Monster Hunter 4. And now I have Monster Hunter 4, like I just said, and having a good time with that. I wish it was on the consoles, like the Wii U, but it's only on the 3DS. But, it works well, especially if the new 3DS, the C-nub thing. It's the C-stick, I call it the C-nub, the camera nub. And it works perfectly fine for it, so that's my story on Monster Hunter. And let me talk about the 3DS version. Now, might be wondering, why did I get the 3DS version and the cartridge is not in here right now? Anyway, why did I get the 3DS version? Now, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the Wii U and 3DS version shares something really freaking cool. Is if you're playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on your Wii U and you're playing all that, and you're like, man, I'm gonna be going somewhere for a long time, and I can't bring my Wii U with me, and I want to play it still. And you have a 3DS. You could take your saved data and put it on the 3DS version. And you could, when you're done with that, you could just transfer it back to the Wii U with all the stuff that you did. So basically, you can play Monster Hunter pretty much everywhere. In terms of mobility, that is. So that's why I got this version. I mean, I'll be playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for a while, but it's good to have anyway if I ever want to go back to it. So that's the reason why I got that. So, do I recommend getting Monster Hunter? Yes. Yes, I do. It doesn't matter which one you start with. I mean, you could go play the older ones, but I would recommend first starting with 3 Ultimate or Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, because it's the easiest of the games from what I've heard. They get you into the game, like the franchise, and understand the mechanics behind it. Again, when you start, well, I didn't say this already, but when you start the game, don't get discouraged if you're getting your ass kicked, because that's what happened to me. The game is built to be very challenging. And if you have friends on your 3DS, or in real life, or on Skype, get them playing Monster Hunter 4 on the new 3DS, or 3DS, doesn't matter which one it is, and just have fun with it. Or if you have Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on your Wii U, get your friends on the Wii U online and start playing the game. Learn things together, I guess. So, that's pretty much it on my entire experience with Monster Hunter 3, and, actually the whole Monster Hunter series in general so far. I'm hoping to look at the older games and hoping to the lords that we'll get Monster Hunter Frontier G. Anyway, that's what I gotta say for now. My name is Alex, and I'll see you next time.